If you are seeing this video, you are either signing up for a tournament or getting ready to receive a sign up link. So I'm going to go over the tournament format and sign up instructions. All right. Bracket open and close, 24-hour time span. You received a sign up link. You are here on the sign up page. This is what it will look like on PC. I'll probably have to do a mobile tutorial. Let me go ahead and zoom in so that you guys can see a little bit better. All right. It will have the title, how many players are signed up, what format it is, what game, obviously the date and time, and it says check-ins are underway. So we're going to go ahead and register for this tournament. Registration is complete, so we can view the bracket. Now, let's say it is an hour before tournament start. I will be live with a visual countdown with what time the tournament is supposed to start and what time check-ins start. So for this box here on the right, for you, it's going to tell you to either check in. It's going to say you're not checked in to change your name, responses, or unregister. But this button here should be, for you, it should be a check-in. So this is where we get into check-in instruction and check-in ruling. So what that's going to do here is you hit check-in, and on the bracket, it's going to have your name. Now, what happens if you don't check in before the hour time frame? The tournament bracket site is going to take your name off of the bracket automatically. So it doesn't matter if you signed up and you were already registered. For whatever reason you missed that hour time frame of getting check-ins in, what's going to happen is it's going to take your name off of the bracket and you're not going to be eligible for this tournament. In previous tournaments, what I've done is I've went and checked everybody in. We've gotten into the matches, and when those matches come up, the people that are checked in that didn't physically themselves check in, we ended up sitting there for 20-30 minutes trying to get someone that's not even going to show up into a match. So with the bracket being open at a 24-hour time span, which means tournaments are on Saturdays, so the bracket will open Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It will close Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Check-ins will be at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time until 10 Pacific Standard Time. If you're not checked in within that hour, it will take you off of the bracket site. This is going to eliminate no-shows in our tournaments, and it's going to cut down on an hour or two of your time that we're spending on these tournaments. I don't mind sitting here watching you guys play the game. I don't mind sitting here playing it myself. But when there's money involved and there's time involved, I want to get you guys in and out of these tournaments as fast as possible. Wired connection and players hosting lobbies. So, as a fighting game competitor, you want the best out of your internet. You want the best out of your experience. You want the best out of your match. Being wired is essential for all of my tournaments. The issue with having great Wi-Fi is that if you're playing against someone that has wired connection and you're a couple states away from them or you're far away from them, your connection is going to differ. So it doesn't matter about having good Wi-Fi. And in previous tournaments, I have let that slide because I played certain players with Wi-Fi while I'm wired. We've had no connection issues. But with that being said, you're connecting with people that are states away from you. So having that relative connectivity balance will help out with both players being wired. That's why it's essential to be wired. And again, my tournaments will now be NA only. I have a lot of EU champions that entered into my tournament. Luckily, they did not have connection issues, but there will be times where you play against an EU player and your connection is just not going to sync up with their connection because you guys are regions apart. So again, being wired is essential for my tournaments. Players hosting the lobby will also get rid of that connection issue because we're on your internet, not mine, not my co-host's internet, not your opponent's internet. We're on your internet. So if you're already wired and you have a good connection through your wire and your opponent has good connection through the wire, obviously the host and co-host have to have a good connection through their wiring because we need that match to run smoothly. We can get in and out of these matches smooth with no connectivity issues. The next section we're going to talk about is character choice and presentation. Now, there was a lot of confusion in the last tournament. When you guys sign up, I require you guys to send me your PSN and your main character for visual effect. So the way I present you guys' matches and how the whole vibe of the tournament looks is essential to you giving me a character to represent. Now, I do that for one of two things. One, obviously, again, presentation or representation. Number two, as I said earlier in the stream, when someone comes in and they see, oh, this guy is a Baraka player, I'm also a Baraka player. Let's see what he can do, and maybe I'll learn from this person playing Baraka. So it's just something simple like that to where someone can come into the stream to watch the tournament and become a fan of your work, of how you play your character, and maybe learn something from you. Also, if you're a streamer, that might gain you a couple followers, seeing as though, oh, maybe they don't think that a lot of people play this certain character. Like me as a Gears main, I don't see a lot of Gears mains online. So if I see somebody playing Gears in a tournament, I'm going to look and like, oh, yo, I didn't know I can do that. I'm going to pick up and learn from that. So for me, it's essential for you guys to represent a certain character and show your gameplay off to where someone can either learn or someone can follow you or just become knowledgeable on their character. All right, and then we move on to our last section, which is being active in stream and match etiquette. So here's where tournament organizers and tournament players have a gap in communication that needs to be bridged. I've noticed that even in a lot of these higher paying tournaments, these higher streamed tournaments, people are not showing up for their matches. Now, at the time of this recording, we currently stream our tournaments to 4 different platforms between 2 different people. So my co-hosts usually stream just to Twitch or to Facebook, or they usually stream like I do. I stream to Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. So there's not really an excuse for you not to be in stream following along for when your match is up and ready. I, as a tournament organizer, am not always in Discord during these tournament streams because I'm commentating. I'm talking with the co-hosts. We're keeping the vibe of the stream going. So I'm not always sitting in Discord saying, "Hey, your match is up. Your match is up. Your match is up." I don't have someone to run that. I will end up getting somebody to run that, but I think it's essential for you to be following along on stream so that you guys can be able to see like, hey, okay, I'm 2 matches behind this set. All right, this set ran pretty fast. Now this next set, it might run a little bit slower. So you're sitting here practicing and you're watching on stream. You can multitask and watch on stream on 4 different platforms between 2 different people. I don't see an excuse for that. Now, with that being said, I know that there's a lot of information being put out during these tournaments. If you guys are either not getting enough information or you're getting too much information, please let us know beforehand. We need to bridge this gap of communication between tournament organizer and tournament player. Now, I know a lot of you guys will come and the day of the tournament will be here and you turn on your system and you're like, all right, cool. I'm just going to sit here, chill out, and wait for an invite. Why not tune into the stream, watch other matches, and see kind of where you're at while chilling on your system and practicing? I think it's essential moving forward that we continue to be active in stream. You don't have to be in chat all the time, but when it gets closer to your match, at least let me know that you're here, because I know a lot of you guys like to appear offline. I don't know who you're hiding from, but you guys like to appear offline. So when I send the invite, I'm thinking that I'm sending it to someone that's not online. So if you're at least active in stream, or you're tentative to when your match is coming up and I send the invite and you're quick to get on that invite, or better yet, you're the one that's hosting the King of the Hill, because when I ask you, I'd like you to be on stream to be like, okay, he needs me to host, or I will need certain people to host certain lobbies so that we don't have that connection issue. So again, hopefully all of these instructions and rules make sense to you guys. I know you guys might receive a lot of information and sometimes you don't receive enough information. We're trying to bridge that gap in communication. So again, please send me your feedback. I do appreciate everyone, and welcome in to my event, and good luck.